Hello, welcome back to Alone in the Dark. My name is Ussur. I guess I have to go outside now, and I don't want to. I mean, that's where all the fun of a horror game comes from, but I don't want to. I hear a lot of footsteps. Maybe it's just my Bluetooth headphones freaking out. It got foggy. Why is it foggy? I don't like it. Uh-oh. Oh, we got an abomination. Items can be thrown at enemies or used to distract them. Tap R2 to quickly throw the item. Hold it to aim. Okay. But, like, what would I throw? Oh! Uh-oh. Oh boy, I got myself stuck. Oh, hey, could you stop with ugh. You're all jiggly now. Okay. Ah! Well, it showed R2, and I didn't really want to do what I did, but cool. Anything in there? No. Oh, hey, an axe. Okay, a hatchet. Whatever. Gimme. Pistol bullets, gimme.
I can't go that way.
Why not? T's keys. Select. Okay, so it should be safe in here because he locked it so ghouls couldn't get in, right? How do I... Okay. Your map is of no use here. Yeah, I know, but... Like, inventory. Inventory. Huh, because I have the hatchet, but now I don't. Bullets. Beautiful. I hear footsteps. And they're not mine. Why? Ooh. Bullets. Come on, grab the bullets. I want them. I need them. Okay, I'm hearing things, and I don't like that. I thought I'd be able to pick up, like, bricks and take them with me, but no, it has to be wherever you're at. Okay. What? Luckily you can hear them. I didn't hear that one, though. Took a shot there. First time I've been hit. Man, you did a bad job at keeping the ghouls out. Hello?
This must be Miss Jackson's place. Let's see if we can find out more about Jeremy's talisman.
Yeah, let's. Okay, we healed up. Now we're full on health potions again. Oh,
It looks
goody.
exactly like Jeremy's talisman.
A clue. Open. Gravings of the numbers look to be less than 100 years old, but the base could be from antiquity. The polished black sunstone in the middle has a glass finish. It occasionally gives the impression of hiding a picture within itself. Huh. Use the talisman to get back to Deserto?
I think it's meant to hold the talisman. I'm not sure what numbers I should use. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
Oh, there's different layers. Okay, cool. There is stuff in Jeremy's notes, but we're not done exploring yet. No? Okay. Investigation. Not where I want to be, but it's a start. 358. Boom. Something happened.
What's that picture in the glass? Where is that?
That's Deserto.
Good to see you again, Miss Hartwood. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. She also alerted me that you brought a detective with you. I'm very curious to hear what this is all about.
Okay.
Don't remember me, do you, Miss Hartwood? We met at your family's house in the Garden District, when your uncle was about to be admitted under my care.
No, I remember. Sorry. I'm not really feeling well.
Oh, in that case, have a seat. Let me make you a drink.
Sure.
I don't seem to have made much of an impression on you. On the other hand, I can vividly recall you and your parents.
Because of our cheerful disposition, I'm sure.
You are far too intelligent to think that. You come from a joyless family, Miss Hartwood. The only amusement I took from my visit was discovering that the young lady's drink was an old-fashioned.
Very astute. Is that supposed to make you seem attentive or intelligent?
Whatever you prefer.
Okay.
Are you ready to tell me why you are here, Miss Hartwood? And why you brought a detective?
I received a letter from my uncle. He seems certain that he was in danger here. If I find out you're treating him badly, I'll be taking him back with me to New Orleans.
Really? Is he going to live with you in your tiny garçonniere? That would be a spectacular way to ratify your spinsterhood.
Wow, you're
because
a
you
dick.
are well aware that your father would never let him back in his house. No, I have it. Maybe you can bring him back up north. You've been wanting to move back for quite a few years, haven't you? You always preferred your mother's side of the family. Jeremy is free to leave with you. I won't object. However, there is one problem, as you might have learned. He is, in fact, missing.
Do you know where he could have gone?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I have my staff looking for him. I'm sure he will show up eventually, especially if he learns that you are here. He is quite fond of you.
What can you tell me about his condition? I never heard a proper diagnosis.
Yeah.
What is your medical opinion of him?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, depressed, even. He suffers from a perceived lack of order in his inner and outer life. He constantly complains about events not presenting themselves according to their divine nature.
And the Dark Man?
Hard to tell if it was ever anything specific. Jeremy uses the Dark Man as a psychological scapegoat to avoid facing the truth that he is in any way at fault.
You don't think there can be any truth to the Dark Man's supernatural existence?
Why would you ask that?
Can we ever be sure?
If the Dark Man is some sort of evil presence that is in possession of Jeremy?
I've seen some shit, man.
I assure you, any evidence that you experience supporting that claim is purely delusional. Don't get caught up in mass hysteria, Miss Hartwood. You wouldn't want to take your uncle's place in this hospital, would you?
I'll be leaving now, Doctor. I need to keep looking for my uncle.
Do so, Miss Hartwood. I'll let you know if he shows up.
If we walk through the door, it's not gonna lead us somewhere weird, is it? Mr. Carnby?
Detective Carnby! God, I'm glad to see you. I was afraid you had left.
Me? You're the one who just disappeared.
It's hard to explain. I think I blacked out. It was like I went somewhere else.
It's okay, miss. You're clearly upset.
No, I don't know what's happening.
This is a very stressful situation for you, I understand.
Ugh, no, you don't
Just
understand.
take a deep breath. Why don't you sit down, smoke some of the Perique? If you want, I could even drive you back to New Orleans. I just want to have a talk with Dr. Gray first.
I want to stay. I found a talisman just like the one in the painting. I think I might be able to figure out where Tarawea is, where Jeremy wanted to go.
That's great. Just stay out of trouble, okay? Let me handle the investigation.
Sure.
I'm not crazy, Detective. Not yet.
Okay, catch you later.
Yeah. Find the
If a talisman like this can open
clock
up doors
mentioned
between the
in
French
the...
Quarter and Derceto, then maybe Jeremy is hiding in some strange other world, like Tarawea, the place he mentioned in the book. No matter where he is, it's clear that my search won't be limited to Derceto.
I got the keys from Batiste. He's an orderly. He could go anywhere. Repairing the boiler.
In the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Okay. What do we got here? Room key 6. All right.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is Deceto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me, Paul Waits. Magdalena Thompson, or Mags,
Oh,
is
number 6
responsible
is
for the household.
Elisabetta Perosi.
Jean-Baptiste and Charlotte Tabois are responsible for keeping the guests' medical regimens in check. Finally, Jack Chance is our gardener, who can occasionally be seen in the conservatory, but is for the most part busy outside. There are currently 6 guests at Deceto: Malcolm McCarthy and Ruth Tallant reside on the first floor. Jeremy Hartwood, Elisabetta Perosi, Grace Saunders, and of course, Cassandra Beauregard live on the second floor.
Interesting. So that guy I met at first, the very first person I met here, is a patient. That's odd, isn't it?
I need the key.
Okay, we don't have that key. Oh, hello. We got a safe.
Looks sturdy. Doubt I'll be opening this.
Yeah.
Looks
No, not-
sturdy. Doubt I'll be opening this.
I don't want to look at the safe. I want to look at this thing. Patient files.
Cassandra Beauregard, the beloved author. Very exciting, isn't it? What do you want to put down for reason for admission?
What her agent told us. Cassandra suffers from writer's block and needs to finish her moving picture script before the end of June. Mr. Chardot suggests Cassandra's heavy use of barbiturates is holding her back and risks ruining her career.
And how should we summarize her?
Interesting. Okay, why is Grace here? Supervision by a proper gentleman to avoid further perversion of her adolescence? She has trouble dealing with her father's death. Ah, that's what it is. She broke in and seems to have amnesia. And claims she belongs here? Well, we'll go talk to her, but...
It's all the patient files except for Jeremy's.
yeah, that's not a good thing.
Paul, you're right about the
broken
plates on the
plates.
boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want to find out if I can repair the plates. Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden.
Ah, yes. Okay. Investigate the well in the kitchen garden. I kind of did that. And there was something in it. A little nervous about walking through doors now. Nothing there. Nothing there. Room number 6 key, please. We did it.
What a strange
No.
but beautiful room.
I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
Huh.
Are these zodiac signs?
Yeah. And I don't know the answer to that puzzle.
I need to
Personal
remember
journal.
how
This
to
might
get them
help.
out again. They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Derceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake until you find the shores of Hali.
1, 11, 10. So we got Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius.
The Astarte Artist Colony. I'm pretty sure they had a Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain when I was a child.
she was one of them? Okay, we got all kinds of pictures here.
There's some aggressive looking rot on these paintings.
Yeah. Nora Keith, Franklin Mosig, and William Agnes. Complete the shape. Rot on the paintings? What? Oh, so certain ones need to be flipped and others didn't. I don't know what that did. What did I say it was again? Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius. I don't see what I'm looking for. That's bad. Okay, we can't go left. That goes to the grand parlor, McCaffrey's room, stuff like that. I can go straight, and I can go into the library, which I haven't been to. Aha! Hello? That's one of the other patients, Ruth. You're not gonna say anything to her?
Good evening, Miss Hartwood. That is your name, isn't it? I would be terribly embarrassed if it wasn't.
You're right. Emily Hartwood, Jeremy's niece. Nice to meet you.
Ruth Talon.
Okay. Do you know where my uncle is?
Is that Perique you're smoking? How terribly quaint.
Maybe so. But I like it.
Would you care to share some? That smell is making me feel very nostalgic.
Of course.
Is it all that you hope for?
I enjoy your light mockery, Miss Hartwood. I can tell we would make great friends.
How flattering. Too bad you're locked up in this place.
Your insincerity is really refreshing. I wish you were mad as I am. Then you could stay.
Give it a few years and I might just be. Lunacy is one of my family's few privileges.
Oh, good. I'll be looking forward to it.
Wow. Casual way, she just... Yeah, we're all nuts.
You don't know anything about what happened to Jeremy, do you?
Everyone here is really strange, and it's hard to know what to make of anything you hear. Occasionally, it sounds quite exciting, though. Good versus evil and all that. I'm sorry, but I don't think I have anything useful to share.
It doesn't matter. Thank you for the much-needed break.
Bon voyage.
Okay, that was Not helpful. So we found out she doesn't know anything. Lost plantations in Louisiana.
Of Louisiana. Thierry Briclot, 1917. Deseto was a small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold for only $30 to Elijah Pickford in 1818. Pickford employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and build a small plantation mansion facing the lake with a striking Greek Revival temple facade. Deseto kept a modest production of Perique tobacco and indigo that persisted up till the Civil War. During the antebellum era, Deseto was the source of many rumors concerning voodoo and witchcraft. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17, 1862, Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Deseto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders, but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men. Deseto was left in ruins for several decades. The ownership of the land was long disputed and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following years as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning. On November 1st, 1907, Inspector Legras of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed, and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Deseto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation. Instead, the house was turned into an artist's colony. The Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including figures such as painter Heinrich Cassel and poet Nora Keith. The group was also known for their beloved Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain.
So that means that Perosi was an artist of some type.
Tore through Louisiana, causing Lake Pontchartrain to flood New Orleans. Due to the remote location of Deseto, it took almost 2 weeks for outsiders to learn that the artist's colony was abandoned. The 12 residing artists had all vanished without a trace. The empty mansion of Deseto still stands on the shore of Lake Pontchartrain, with much of its temple facade intact. The Ledoux family currently has no intention of repairing the house.
And yet here it stands repaired. Okay, nothing else in this room. There's a door to the small parlor. Can't remember which way I came from. Okay, let's see. We've got something here. A fire poker for a weapon. Okay.
It's wet shut.
My fire poker won't open that? Alright, whatever.
What is going on here?
Oh boy. Oh boy. We got muck and awfulness and
There's something missing.
debris? What am I supposed to do? All right, we got a bolt cutter. I do not like this. Nope.
Everything's back to normal.
Wow. Okay, so that happened. Okay, so it's the drawing room that is closed. If I remember correctly, I want to come out here. Oh boy. No, don't do that. Are you sealing up the well? What are you doing?
What are you doing sneaking around? You almost scared me to death.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb your ritual. I wouldn't have guessed voodoo was in practice at a place like this.
The doctor may be all about science, but I know these roots have power.
You know what's going on here? I have a feeling Derceto is cursed.
There are several players with stakes in this game. Derceto isn't cursed or blessed. It's a battleground. And it would all be a lot better if you could get your uncle out sooner than later.
That's all I'm trying to do.
I wish you the best of luck, Miss Hartwood. I really mean that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to look after my gumbo.
You could be a little bit more helpful. So there is magic happening, apparently. What is a mummified
This can't
cat? Well, it is.
What's that? It's another piece of broken plate.
Right. But how do I get it out? Huh. So well, let me use the bolt cutters on it. We found a thing.
You know, Mr. Waits, I saw a piece of the plate that Liza broke. I think she's been hiding them. She's not very good at it. She just chucked it into the little room with all the tools behind the boiler. I left it there. I didn't want to embarrass her by picking it up while she was looking. We went upstairs instead and played backgammon. I let her win, because she's so unhappy. The piece looked like the one on display in Cassandra's room. You know about that one already, right? Or is your eyesight really that fuzzy? I hope you don't feel bad about your glasses. You only look stupid when you squint. Maybe if you had more eyes, you would see these things. I wish you had all the eyes you needed. Your best and favorite guest, Grace.
So there's one in Cassandra's room. And there should be one next door. Two. Okay, food and wine cellar is through that gate, and I don't know that I have a key for it unless Batiste keys count.
I need the key.
No. Huh.
Jeremy's room. All back to normal.
Thought I'd come in here and look around just to see if... Uh-oh.
Emily's here.
How did that get there? Interesting. That's Batiste's room. And Libra. Pisces, Taurus, Libra. Maybe that's the clue I need. Agnes, then Mosig, then Keith. Or Argus. Argus is 2. Mosig is 9. Keith is 4. Okay. Okay, so I was wrong about the order. That needs to be that, and boom. Aha, I got it.
Ah, here we go.
Broken plate. Whew. So, what's my objective
The
then?
housekeeper buried something in the flower patch. Beneath
Repair the
one of
decorative
Dr.
plate on the
Gray's
astronomical
windows.
clock. Find a
She
way to
was
reach the
singing
broken plate
some
inside the
Creole
well.
language.
Those were really large roaches. Oh! Ow! Those do hurt. Okay. Just get out of here.
I don't understand what's happening.
Alright, we need one more piece. Okay, lady. You don't understand what's happening? Nobody does.
Suddenly, Jeremy's bleak dreamscape devoured Emily, drowning her in dread and darkness, only to moments later spit her out again. What had happened, and why? Was that her doing, or did someone else make it so?
Great question. That's where we're going to stop this one, though. I will get the rest of the boiler stuff and the astronomical clock plate in the next one. Well, we're going to Crazy Town a lot more often, and it's not usually a good thing. It's always dangerous, and there's nastiness everywhere. Anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can see when I post new things. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Catch you all on the next one. Bye!